Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome from the entire team of RFA tutors. Thank you so much for joining in. Is my voice audible and is it clear to all of you out there? Hi, Mridula. Hi, Shruti. How are you guys doing? Warm welcome to lovely students out there and to the mentors, RFA tutors. I hope you all are great. Can I see? Yes. Hello, Mridula. How are you, my dear?
Hi, Dr. Sidra. Hi.
You so much. Good morning. Thank you. Hi, Shruti. How are you? Think she's there? Oh no, Shruti, you're mute.
Hi, Dr. Sidra. Yeah, I'm absolutely all right.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much for joining in. All right, to our lovely RFA alumni, we are back again with the introduction of European board exam. Like your MRCOD, like your MRCPI, you all want to add on some degrees. We all thought the same. So today we are going to have a decision, a commitment, a focus, and making it towards the success together with the European board exam. This introduction today from RFA tutors is basically what is European board. All those who keep on messaging us that, ma'am, why to take this degree? Why to choose for this exam? Why do you want to add on another one? Few of you start up with this and few of you take this decision after having the Ireland and the United Kingdom memberships, but had to prepare for it. This is one basic agenda which we are going to discuss today. And how can we make it in one go? No matter you're a newcomer and no matter you are knowing about the OBS and Gynae membership exams earlier, you've practiced few of them. In both ways, we're going to guide you today. Lots of students, shining stars, RFA alumni. You people are part of them, and we are super proud of you for all your memberships which you people have taken earlier. Today, if you have any questions regarding the European board, we are here to address your concerns and answer those questions that would help you guys to make a better understanding about what Ebcog is, how we are going to take forward the course, how it is different from MRCOG, MRCPI, and at first place, why should we decide to take it? Over to Shruti. Shruti, please take further discussion for the European board. So over to Mridula and Shruti, please.
Thank you, Dr. Sidra. Thank you so much. So, hi everyone. A very good morning to everyone and all of you. I'm Dr. Shruti, and I will be talking to you about what Ebcog is and what all it contains. The first and foremost thing which I would like to tell all of you that since I've appeared for all the three exams, MRCOG, MRCPI, and Ebcog is very, very doable. The only difference between MRCOG and MRCPI is that you just need to know the pattern of the exam of Ebcog. That's very, very important. And once you get an understanding on how the exam is and what is the pattern, it's very, very doable. You do not need to work as hard as you've worked for MRCOG and MRCPI. And I think most of you have already done these exams, so you have a basic understanding and the knowledge is always there. It is just to, appear for the exam and crack it. And anyways, we are there as a team of RFA to support and to make sure that it happens. So coming to the Ebcog member countries, these are the countries which are there on the screen right now. So Ebcog is, valid in these countries. Now, coming to the basic, these slides are basically telling you about the basic training program, that what exactly is Ebcog and how it is conducted, and what advantage it has in the European countries. So basically, once you have Ebcog, there are certain countries which allow you to practice, and they need this proper certification to go and practice in these countries. So that is one advantage. Another advantage is you can add this degree to your name. So that's an important thing which can be done. And so after this, I will be coming again to the coming to the exam. So now the exam has got two parts. Part one is basically the written exam, which we all know. And it is a knowledge-based exam as MRCOG2 or MRCPI2. It's a computer-based test. That's a very important thing. So this is something different from MRCOG and MRCPI, because we are used to scribble on the paper with the pen. Here it's on computer. This is something which is different. Now the exam would be conducted on February 15th, 2025. This is the deadline for the application, and the exam would be on 15th of March, 2025. The fee for the exam is 650 euros. For non-residents, it is 750 euros. Yeah, this is one again important thing for Ebcog is that there are no maximum attempts for Ebcog Part 1. However, Ebcog does change its rules. So this is what we know as of now. Now, when you book for the exam, there is a application which is known as ORTAC. They will be sending emails to you, and then you have to apply on that application and keep your account ready on ORTAC. And then later you can apply for the exam. Now, this is how to apply for ORTAC. I think these are the basic things which you would be knowing as and when ORTAC would be there. You will keep getting the emails for the application of the exam. Now, I don't think we need to discuss all the refund policy and all that. That
Yeah, it's
probably
not needed at the moment, but if somebody has some specific question later, Shruti, you can ask us. But generally, these are the quickest people to do the acceptance. You don't have to wait like MRCPI. In 3 days, you'll get an application. Mridula, you remember when you were taking the exam, I think in 72 hours, you got the acceptance that yes, you
Yes,
are
yes.
taking an exam.
Yeah.
So this is
Within 3 days, they will give you the approval.
yeah,
Sure.
within if you guys, for example, apply today, and this is going to be like in 3 days, you'll get the answer. In MRCPI, you get the confirmation of exam, Shruti, around like 10 days, 15 days, or 1 month is like a good time when you people get the answer. But here, you guys get it very early. And this is something which makes you a clear vision that, okay, you have to prepare and you are appearing in exam. Yeah? Yes,
yes.
Shruti. So regarding this, eligibility criteria, how much training do they have, and all these things in detail, if you can just add on, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
Mridula.
I think I will hand over to Dr. Mridula further. She will take it
Absolutely.
from here.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Hello friends, I'm Dr. Mridula. So yeah, taking to the how to apply for this. So eligibility criteria is basically we should have a basic degree that is equivalent to any bachelor's degree in medical. Okay, and after that, what they want is 4 years of training. But for part one, you can sit for the exam after 3 years of training. So you have to give the certificate of 3 years of training. Whose training has been completed, who has already been MRCOG or MRCPA, they don't have an issue with the training because their training will be already completed. Only they have to upload the certificates. Those who have not done this MRCOG or MRCPA, they can understand that if your 3 years training is complete in Ops Gynae, you can just apply for part one, and part two, they require this 4 years of training. Okay. Otherwise, there is no specific eligibility criteria or specific certificates will be required. See, these are just 4 things. That is your medical degree, your registration record of your your own country where you are practicing right now, then your passport information and experience certificate to see that whether your training is completed and you are in the flow. Okay, that's the only thing which is required. Now coming to the exam itself. Part 1 exam is a theory exam, as you all know, and this will have 2 papers. Okay, it's a computer based exam. Remember that they will ask us to log in a computer 1 week back. They will give a small test so that your computers, they will confirm that your computers are working, and on the day 1 hour before the exam we have to log in, and then we have to start they will just confirm. They will have remote invigilators. Okay, you should have your cameras on and all this. The people who have given MRCPA, they must be knowing that how those who have given this online theory MRCPA, it's exactly similar like that. So it will be completely invigilated. The remote invigilator will be there who will be observing you throughout. Okay, so you have to sit in a quiet room. You have to keep your cameras consistently on. You should not leave. You can just carry your some food and water with that when you are giving the exam. So these are the things. They will give you the instructions and you can follow those whenever you are doing the exams. There is nothing difficult. Now coming to the paper pattern and the distribution. Now see, since beginning they are giving this pattern only, like SBAs, EMQs and MCQs. So here this MCQ part is new, but since last 3 years they have stopped giving this MCQs. Now there are no MCQs, but they keep on giving this in the PDF. Okay, they always
Yeah.
give that the MCQs will be there, but there
Okay,
will be no
Pradina, when
MCQs.
I took the exam, we had MCQs, guys, because it was COVID time, and after that, they removed that from my next batches. They didn't put the MCQs, but still in the paper pattern, it is there.
They
Two
still
weeks,
give.
10 to 2 weeks before exam, they'll tell you that
They
they
will.
are
There will
containing
be no
MCQs or
MCQs.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 to 15 days before exam, you'll get this idea. Yes, Mridula,
Yes.
please continue.
Okay. So now what you are going to have is 30 SBS instead of 25 SBS, sorry, 35 SBS will be there. That will be single based answer. We have to choose option from the 5 options. Okay. That is a single based answers that as we have in MRCOG, as we have in MRCPI, and there will be 30 EMQs. Okay. So 30 EMQs in that each EMQ will have 3 questions each. Okay. So there will be total 90 questions. So, and it's like same as who has given or who has been preparing for MRCOG part 2, they must be knowing what exactly this EMQ is. So there will be 30 EMQs. They will have a standard 10 answers for that complete set of 3 questions. And then we have to, they will give us 3 questions at the end, and we have to choose answer from those 10 to 15 options for those 3 different type of questions. So they will be on a specific topic, one topic, 3 questions. So there will be set of this 30 questions. So total 90 questions of EMQ and 35 questions of SBS. So total there will be 125 questions. Okay. And marks will be like what they are doing is 4 marks for SBA, and there will be 4 marks for EMQ also. Okay. So the mark distribution, they vary each time, every time. Okay. So don't go in details of mark distribution, how they are giving the marks. Okay. But usually there are 4 marks for each question. That is for the standard. Okay, so now there will be not that completely this thing and that thing will be there. Very important here is you have to give the complete exam in one day. That is 2 papers,
Yeah.
3 hours each. Okay, and
And
there will be
time
only,
management.
yeah, time
Time.
management. Yes,
EMQs are more, and of course, you need to be speedy in that. And that is the only content. If you make it your grip, then Ebcog becomes very easy because single best answers are generally doable and easy as compared to extended match questions. They are also easy, I would say, as compared to other exams. But yes, you need to be a little faster because we see students not completing 10, 15, or 5 EMQs in the end, Mridula, right? So they're rushing through
yes,
the last 5 to 10. So I always
yeah,
tell them to please have a very good time management during exam and be speedy in your preparation so that it helps you in the end as well.
And also,
Right?
I would
yeah,
like to add one more
Yes,
thing,
Shruti.
that it is very, very important to do as many EMQs as possible from all the EMQ books. The more you practice, the more faster you get when you do the EMQs.
Exactly. And that's something which helps in the end. Overall, what happens is that when you are a little slower in the extended match question, you're spending more time in the initial questions. The last questions, even if they're easy, you're not able to read them because you're just rushing through them and you make it wrong. And you come to know in the result because results are very elaborate. I mean, they write specifically what percentage you got in which content. It's a very, very
yes.
detailed result.
Topic wise result they will give
Topic
you.
wise
Yeah,
result. It's not like
yes,
overall. They tell you that you scored 100% in which content and you scored zero or unfortunately less in few of the content. So then the analysis is very clear in front of you on your preparation and your attempt. Yes. So,
yes. And
Mridula, these MCQs we used to do in our exam. I know Shruti and you, when you were taking, you didn't have the MCQs. It's like older times. So MCQs, we used to prepare because see, MCQs are not there in MRCOG, it's not there in MRCPI. So that content we only prepared from the European Board book of the first edition, which we
that
have.
Tahir Mahmood book. Yeah,
Tahir Mahmood,
yeah,
exactly. So it had MCQs. Other than that, I'll tell you that when we had these MCQs, the MCQs were doable because it was comparatively easier then. But that the best part was that all these patterns were given in the older book, so we had the topics to prepare. And around, I think, 5 MCQs were copy paste from that book. So I doubt that it would be in the upcoming exam, but still, if it is there, then we should be ready for this, and we have certain books to practice the multiple choice questions. Regarding
yes.
SBS, Murdula, yes.
Yeah. SBS, yes. I first would like to encourage you all that there will be no percentage. Okay.
Yeah.
There will be no like book to book single the sentence they will take from the guideline and they will ask you SBS on that. Okay. It will not
True.
be like MRCOG. So be assured about that. It will be a clinical based question. Okay. All SBS
Scenario.
will be usually
Yeah.
standard clinical based questions. So those are definitely easier than MRCOG. The standard of SBA is similar to that of MRCPI exam. Okay, so those are really very doable this thing. things. There is no problem. Only thing for Ebcog, what you have to be is you have to be like time management first, and you have to be on in front of screen for continuous 6 hours. That's the very important thing, that 6 hours you have to be in front of screen, and you should be solving this question. So that, because I know after my exams I had headache for 2 continuous days in
True.
continuous screen exposure.
Basically,
So
stamina building is very important
yeah,
in this exam, because you lose in the last 30 minutes, your head is spinning
yeah,
and you start feeling dizzy, of course, continuously
yes,
seeing on the screen.
yeah,
So one
yeah,
single piece answer as a practice, Mridula, that these
practice,
type of
yeah.
questions are exam questions, guys.
Hmm. Yeah, see, this is very easy question. Okay, so there is nothing that there will be something difficult. And again, the syllabus is again whatever you have studied for your MRCOG and MRCPI. That is only, there is nothing different that you have to do. Only one topic what you have to do is regarding the breast diseases. They keep on asking about the breast diseases in gynec and in ops also. So that is the only one topic that you have to study additionally. Otherwise, there is nothing that you should be studying additionally for theory exams. Only yes, 3-4 ISHRI guidelines that you have to read the summaries, not whole guidelines also for that matter.
True,
And I
true.
think one very important thing is that what I have noticed is that in their theory, they concentrate very, very much on the labor questions. And I think
Yeah.
we
True.
have Dr. Sidra with us. So, she's somebody in labor. I don't think anybody can teach better than her. So I could clear my exam only because my hold on the labor questions was really very good.
Obstetrics is full of labor, guys. It's
Yes.
Labor.
full of
Yeah.
instruments, full of positions, full of like what to choose, when to do the cesarean, when to do the normal labor. So these questions, they make a bulk of the obstetrics paper. So already people are writing the answer here, right? So you guys know that these are the sample questions which you get. Even in the extended match questions, you have a list. Extended match questions are topic wise. For example, on the top, it would be written that it's a twin pregnancy, multiple pregnancy. Then you will get 3 to 4 questions out of multiple pregnancy. So you understand that, okay, this topic is being covered. EMQ options would be the same, but the content or the stem of the question would get changed. So you can get a monochorionic question with twin transfusion syndrome, with its mode of birth, with some complication. So if you cover the topics, and in the end, you get the result like this also, that you got multiple pregnancy, VBAC, or the instrumental birth, these many questions were correct, and this is the percentage. So you get a very thorough the results, so that you understand and you analyze yourself better. But comparatively, the percentages are lower. And if you compare to the other exams, the passing is always lesser. This is something which is encouraging in Ebcog, that you have a margin of making more mistakes. I don't want you guys to be overconfident when you're starting this journey, but still what I want is that you should be knowing that somewhere in the heart that, okay, with this much effort, we would be able to do this exam. That is a reassuring part. And as Mridula has told you guys, that no percentages would be there, not much of the statistics would be there. It would be scenario based, practical sort of a question would be there. So that is definitely, that suits us as the obstetricians and gynecologists, rather than reading the books and cramming up the percentages there, right? Mridula, how the EMQ marks are distributed, tell them, because this is the game changer part of your exam. Makes us pass and unfortunately makes us fail as well. Please, Mridula, tell
Yes.
about the EMQs.
Yeah, so as first only I have told you that there are 35 SBAs will be there, and there are 30 EMQs. So we will see that equal weightage will be there. So no, it's not like that. So there
Yeah.
will be, in 30 EMQs, there will be total 90 question, and each will have 4
Exactly.
marks. Okay, so there will be
Yeah.
360 marks for EMQs, and there will be only 35 into 4, so 140 marks for SBAs. So can you see 140 and 360? So if you cannot do EMQs well, passing will be very difficult for the Ebcog. Okay, so you have to concentrate on the EMQs more, because almost 2/3 of the marks are involved in the EMQs only. And EMQs again, as Dr. Sidra told, they are topic wise. Like they will give you vulval ulcers, they will give you STIs. Okay, so just, and these are very simple, like simple, like syphilis, like painless ulcer with lymphadenopathy, without lymphadenopathy. They will ask you very simple question. Those actually Dr. Sidra always give you those buzzwords and all these things. Though those are same thing that we have to do. Okay, simple things that we have to remember, and that we can do the EMQs also very well. There is no problem at all, because all are clinically based these questions. That's very good of Ebcog. They will not ask you something from the too theoretical. Okay.
Yes. Yes. I would like to add in that when you guys do the time management, you guys say that, ma'am, no, it's very easy. Only 30 EMQs we have to do in maybe 2 hours. But I always say it's not 30 EMQs. Please understand, when they say that you're going to solve 30 EMQs, what they mean is 30 topics, right? 30
90
topics,
questions.
and each topic, for example, on the top of your screen, it would be written VBAC, vaginal birth after cesarean section. So this is one EMQ, but this has 3 EMQs on the screen, which has same options, but you have to solve 3. So it doesn't take, they count it as 30 topics like this, VBAC, multiple pregnancy, instrumental birth, for gynac, maybe menstrual problem, heavy menstrual bleed. So 30 EMQs, when they write in exam, they mean 30 topics, each containing 3 further. So it is very time consuming, because in MRCOG, you have got total 50 EMQs. They're not 50 topics. Are you guys understanding what I'm trying to say? Everyone, they are 50 EMQs total, not
Yeah.
50 topics.
Yes.
Here, when they write 30 EMQs, there are 90
There are
EMQs
90.
to be solved.
90
This is
questions.
the biggest time management problem. You guys can see, the ones who have been through MRCOG, that doing 50 EMQs takes 2 to 2.5 minutes each, because of course you've got so many options to scan. Here it is more. There are 90 EMQs that you have to do in the same set of time. So the time management is crucial. And if you manage the time, then you're already done. But it's just that the last 10, 15, 20 questions, they test your nerves, because you're already very, very exhausted by reaching at that time. So it's more of a practice needed here. Yes? Yes,
Yes. So it will
ma'am.
be
So,
around 30, 35 SBS, 30 minutes and 2.5 hours for EMQs. That should be your basic distribution. Then only you can finish it. If you take 1 hour for the SBS, then you may not finish those 30, that is 90 questions in next 2 hours. Okay. It will be very difficult to complete the 90 questions in 2 hours. So that's why that SBS you have to finish within first half an hour, and then you should concentrate on the EMQs. Okay. So now coming to the topic as such, so you can see that these are the topics. Now the percentage differs, like how many questions they are going to ask. It differs in each exam. But yes, they give a stress on the reproductive medicine. They will definitely ask more on the benign gynecology, like ovarian cyst and all these things, vulval ulcers. Then they will ask the STIs and all these things. Pre-malignancy and oncology also, they are going to ask many questions. Urogynec, they are going to ask many questions. Okay. And so finally, these are the few things that you have to concentrate more on. And then other topics, definitely you should be doing well. But these are the
general
4 5
topics.
topics that should be doing very well, that you should, major chunk of EMQs will be from these topics. Okay. That is
Mridula,
all
I
the
love this. I love this, Shruti, Mridula. I love this about the European board, because they clearly tell us that, for example, you've done oncology, your 3 EMQs are done. 3 topics of EMQs are done, so 9 EMQs are done. You do your urogyne, your 15 EMQs are done, 5 topics are done. This gives a perfect idea that how much time as a student, while preparing, you have to give to what content. This is very elaborate as compared to others, honestly, because there we just do a random preparation. We're not sure. Every time we make our guess that, okay, this much content would be there, but here they give specifically. A little up and down can be there, but overall you get an idea that how much to which part of the exam preparation we need to give more attention. Similarly, Murdula, for obstetrics, please guide them.
Yeah, obstetrics, again, you can see here major chunk is on the maternal medicine and the intrapartum problems. Okay, that is labor related, obstetric emergencies, cesarean section, labor questions, and the maternal medicines. Their very favorite is, you can see there are 3 EMQs from the twins. You see, there are 3 EMQs. EMQs will be definitely from the twin multiple pregnancies. So these are the things that if you do this, you are going to achieve that. Okay, so that's very important thing, that you have to concentrate on those topics more than any other topics.
So
Absolutely.
basically, they help us to understand that smart work is more important than hard work.
Yeah.
So when we
Absolutely.
get an outline like this, we clearly understand what are the topics we need to concentrate on. And I think that would be our basic idea with the entire course. When we are going to conduct it, we are going to concentrate more on the topics. We know that we are going to get more questions.
Absolutely, absolutely. So coming to the phases of the preparation, because again, as Shruti mentioned earlier, many of you are taking this as the last obstetrics and gynecology degree. So you just sit down and first of all, you see the exam pattern, you gather up the curriculum, you have the notes, the older ones, and then we are going to do the differences with our Ebcog session. So the first part of the preparation is that you gather up all the guidelines which you have. Again, please don't get stressed up that you have to read each and every guideline. The summaries on the portal are sufficient to prepare. And along with that, the session differences are sufficient. The exam questions pattern are more exam scenario questions. We don't have too many books. The books which we have for are the same as that of the MRCOG, but there are two specific books which are there for the European Board. One is the European Board of Obs and Gynae postgraduate textbook of obstetrics and gynecology. That is the entire summaries of this obstetrics and gynecology part is on your portal. What I tell students is that when you're doing the labor module, go through the labor summary. When you go through the maternal medicine, you're going through the gynac. You just go through the summary of this book because these books are very, very lengthy with lots of research and Cochrane. And of course, they have justified whatever they have written. So for the exam purpose, of course, we don't need to read all of that. So what we can do is that with that module, you can just scan it. Rest, you can practice more questions. You have all the practice books in the study groups and you should practice daily. I would definitely emphasize two books which are specifically for the European Board, which we have the European Board Part 1, that is by Sir Tahir Mahmood. And we have got its recent edition as well. That's available on Amazon. We have it in the study groups as well. So these two books should be the first one to get hands on because they are specifically for this exam, and then we can do the practice with other. Wheresoever, I always say that we have Sir Tahir Mahmood's name, so please remember that those books are more important because of the influence on the European Board Exam Committee, right? Okay, so that helps you, that gives you an idea that what type of questions will be coming up in exam and how you should be focused to prepare for that, right? So, Mridula, in terms of the single best answers, EMQs, what do you suggest, Shruti? Should they go side by side with the theory, or their approach should be that now they'll read the theory and in the end do the practice questions?
The people, I would tell the people who have already given one of the exam, either MRCOG or MRCPI, they should do the questions along with the, just read the theory, do the questions and just read the theory. Like just side by side do it. The people
I
who are
feel,
doing
Mridula,
it first time.
if they do the question, they make it wrong, go back to the theory and check
Yeah,
them.
that's
Yes,
what.
I
Yeah, that's
also,
what it is.
I also feel that there are two kinds of study patterns. One is prospective and other is retrospective. I feel it
Absolutely.
is important first you read the topic, do the questions of that topic, and if there are certain questions which you are not able to answer and you feel that you have not read in the theory, go retrospectively, find answers to them, note them down, and revise them later on. I think by that you will be able to really succeed well.
Absolutely. And you know, the
Yeah.
memory which you make after doing a wrong question and you go back and you register the recommendation is always better because
Yes.
otherwise, if you keep on reading, that's volatile. But when you apply it and you think that, oh, this recommendation I forgot, that would become part of your knowledge really better and you're going to recall it better in the exam, right?
Yeah.
So we have got a core curriculum theme like that of medicine, prenatal care, benign gynac, reproductive medicine, urogynac, pre-malignancy. This is something different. You don't have too much of an part of breast diseases in MRCOT and MRCPI. Only the green top guideline, breast cancer, and the pregnancy is one part where you get an MRCOT. But here they have specific questions from breast disease, and there's a wonderful chapter in their own curriculum book. So you don't have to search here and there for that. The breast disease chapter is sufficient, which we are going to include in the gynac. So that will be sufficient. There is something which is a little different, or their emphasis a little more on these diseases. So how to make the right schedule, Mridula, and how to do the time-focused success plan for them, which is what they want because December, January, February, March is the exam.
Yeah. So it's very much doable in 3 months. Definitely, it's doable in 3 months. So first, what I will tell you is first 2 months, just give on the preparation, keep your modules ready, keep those module, arrange everything module wise and solve the questions module wise first for the first 2 months that you will complete the curriculum, and next 15 days you will do, or you can say 15 days one second revision and last 7 days will be the third revision. That will be the best pattern to go for this. And second revision and third revision you will be doing only questions, no means just looking back the theory if you are finding yourself weak in some of the section. Okay, but for first 2 months, you will be doing it side by side. That is your theory plus questions. Complete all the theory things and along with all your question books.
I always
Yeah,
emphasize
EMQs.
EMQs in the last 15 days, you people will do with the time management. And no matter how good you have prepared before that, or no matter how scanty was the preparation, this would be the game changer. And I always say
Yes.
that in the last 15 days, sit in the morning and do in front of on your screen. I don't want you to do on the books. Open the book
Yeah.
on your screen and please mark it. Reason for that is that eye strain, which you're going to get in the end. So on sitting, do not get up and start doing your home chores and then get back. Do it in a continuous manner, sitting in there, maybe 50 EMQs, gradually stretch yourself to 80 EMQs, to 100 EMQs, and then take a break. Stamina building, maintaining the focus on reading on the screen, and then marking the answer is what is needed in this exam. The last 15 days, you should do a very good rehearsal for this. Shruti, how much time is enough?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would like to say something. Actually, when I was appearing for my Ebcog, I think it was quite a time gap between my MRCOG, MRCPA, and Ebcog. I remember Dr. Sidra telling one thing to me, Shruti, I'm just worried that it's been a very long time. I want you to solve as many books as possible. And trust me, this is my personal experience. I could clear my Ebcog exam because I did not leave even one question of EMQs from all the books. So I feel practice is the key over here. We all have the knowledge from our exams, which we've been studying for. But the more we practice for EMQs, we get a grip on EMQs. And if we get the hack to answer the questions, even if we are not very clear on the topic, I feel so.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a different question. I have this answer in different forms. How much time is enough is different for all the students who have their background knowledge, right? If somebody is taking Epcog for the first time, I mean, they don't have any obs and gynae, then of course I would say that 6 months plus are needed because you're reading the things for the first time. If somebody has done MRCOG and they're taking Ebcog, then 3 months, 2.5 months is doable. This is something where you need to practice more of the books and get back to the track and revise your notes and just do slight differences, which are and more emphasis as per the exam pattern. If you have taken MRCOG, yes, Murdula, please, yeah.
If you're giving MRCOG in this Jan, if you're giving part 2 in this Jan, you can do in 1 month after that and you can give your Ebcog.
Absolutely.
Sure.
That's what I was coming for. Those students who are the MRCOG2 students who are taking in January, you just need February to appear in this exam. With the same preparation, you can pass this exam and you'll find it easier as compared to MRCOG, as I told you, the percentages, that they're less
It's
passing.
a win-win situation. You basically prepare for GAN 1 and you get 2.
You get,
and that too consecutive is better because when you take a gap, then of course the theory gets, you need to revise that once again. Yeah, you forget everything. Absolutely. There's so many students who do all the theory together. For example, Shruti students in January, they're taking March MRCPI and March Epcog. I appreciate that. That's really good that, they're into that
That's
phase.
the best thing. That's the best thing, actually. Yeah.
Now, Murudala, see, she took the MRCP OSCE or European Board OSCEs, all the OSCEs together. So this is something you're in that phase and, that frame of mind. You can't pick up as mummies, as wives, as husbands, as practicing doctors. You can't pick up books again and again. So once you're prepared,
every time 3 months will be very difficult. Yeah.
Very difficult. And family needs you guys. So it's always better that doing all the theories together and doing all the OSCEs back to back, because more or less these things are similar. It's just like coming into the phase of exam and knowing the pattern and knowing the difference. What is the expectation? If you understand that, then things are very straightforward for you. You understand the trick of each exam. So what are we offering you guys? you have been with us in the MRCIOG, in the MRCPI, in the European board. We would do the live sessions, but those live sessions would be according to the pattern of the European board. You will get the summaries of the Ebcog book, which is the most important thing, which you are going to scan. With that, you will have the extended match questions practice in the book. You will get the module-wise schedule to do. All the summaries like Green Top Guidelines, the NICE guidelines, and till date, all the ESHA guideline summaries are on your portal with the talk articles that are needed. And the live sessions would be oriented to exam, which we want is that, okay, this is the question you people have to solve. Lots of people are messaging for how to join. You've got the March 2025 link there. Please use the coupon RFAEBCOG for 50% off. For the students who are already in the January batch, you people have your addendum link as well. And the Part 3 students, you've got your addendum link in your course. Please use the coupon and on 50% off. Just take this exam in March. Next exam, of course, the time more with your exam preparation if the previous exam is there, then the time span of preparation also increases. Of course, it's natural. But as Shruti was telling in the beginning, that I don't know, somehow the patients or the laymen, they see the expertise quite late for the doctor unless they see them or they get treated by them. The first thing they see on the nameplate is how many alphabets are after the name. So that is very natural. That is very natural that the more the alphabets are with your name, so more is the chance that, you know, you're standing or people, they think, of course, expertise, experience, that all matters, but that comes later. Once to attract, to make your standing better, it's just an additional thing with the same preparation, not an extra effort is needed. So if you have any questions, please do not put the forget to put the coupon here and then validate, right? Okay, so you all know that from the previous subscriptions that how it works. So all right, so Shivan says killing two birds with one stone. Yes, that's what we wanted to meet you guys for, because we'll be starting the sessions now, we'll be starting the discussions now. So yes, my dear, please, any questions? Hi Deepa, how are you? Good to see you. Majda, lovely seeing you here. Musarret, Shrija, good to see you, sweetie. Sumaira, are you also planning to take? Hi, Sumaira, how are you?
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Alaikum assalam, my love. How are you doing?
I am fine, alhamdulillah. I just
Always
saw
happy
this
to see your name. Yes, my dear. What's the
link.
plan? Hmm?
I just see the link in the group, so I thought that I should listen to
To
it.
listen to my voice, yeah? Yes?
Yes,
Thank you so much. So first complete your MRCG 3, my dear, inshallah. And
inshallah, ma'am.
then
I will get a
definitely
seat,
launch.
inshallah, inshallah.
Inshallah, my dear. Thank you so much. So
Thank you,
Lulu
ma'am.
says, I missed in between, ma'am. If we do MRCP OSCE February, is it doable with that? Mridula, you've recently taken MRCP OSCE. What do you say?
Yeah.
Now the
Yes. So
the
if you are
question
fresh,
is regarding OSCE and then
Asken theory. Yeah.
yeah.
So if you are fresh with your theory, if you are recently given your MRCPI part 2 theory, then definitely you can prepare in 1 month and you can give your theory Ebcog in March. There is no problem. Definitely you can do it with that.
So Lulu, we would like to know when was your theory part? And of course, for MRCP OSCE, you have to revise all the guidelines once again because it's more of a structured discussion. So thank you so much, my dear. You can do it. Yes, you did in March last year, yeah? Okay, yeah. With theory, you can manage that. And it's just
You
like
can
1
do,
month.
I think. You have to
Yeah.
do the questions only for 1 month. You can do it, my dear. Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing more is that it also depends that in 1 month, how much time do you have? Are you like
Yes.
free for 8 to 10 hours, or are you in the hospital as well? Then of course, that also matters how much time you're giving. If you're able to give 6 to 8 hours in 1 month practicing questions, you can do that. All right.
Hello,
Okay, thank
Dr. Sidra. I'm Masarrat.
you. Yes, my dear.
Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you. Good to see
Dr.
you.
Sidra, just
Yes,
now I joined.
yes,
I
my
want
love.
to know what are the benefits of appearing in this exam or having this
Yes, so
Ebcog
Shruti is
degree.
here to answer this question. She mentioned in the beginning as well. So she'll tell you the importance once again.
Hi.
Yes, Shruti.
Hi. So basically, one very important thing I think Dr. Sidra told us that, we add degrees to our name, which definitely boosts our confidence and it also brings more patience for us. So I am practicing in Dubai and I've seen the difference. The moment I added all these degrees to my name, I have started getting, because when you are in a country like this, you have got so many patients from so many nationalities. They are looking for doctors who are well versed with their own countries. So I've started getting so many European patients after I've added this degree of Ebcog to my name. That's one
Actually,
advantage you
my
have.
Germans and French patients, and these have increased, Shruti, just because they feel that they have read
Yes,
those European recommendations and they're comfortable for that zone as well.
correct.
So that adds
Another
on.
thing I feel is that it really boosts up your confidence. Since the time I have added all the 3 degrees to my name, I know that I have become more wiser in my practice. And now I feel that there is no question which is, bombarded on me by my patients, which I'm not able to answer. That's
True.
another advantage. The third one is that EPCOG offers certain fellowships once you complete your EPCOG exam, which probably you can send an email to them, and then you've got an advantage over others to do those fellowships. The
For
next one is
example,
that, yeah.
yes, continue, Shruti, please, yeah.
Yeah, the next one is that, Lulu, I'm coming to your question. The next one is that in certain European countries, you need to clear the EPCOG exam if you want to get the certification and you want to practice in these countries.
So if you go
Now
back to the
coming,
recording, the countries list we have already shown in the beginning, right? You can see those countries if you have any family aim to get shifted to those countries, right?
Lulu, I think Lulu
Okay,
is asking a
doctor.
question
Mhm.
about the
Yes.
importance of EPCOG in UAE. So just to answer your question, Lulu, I do not know whether you are in UAE or not. It definitely helps you to get in more patients, to add a name, to bring a name. Your name is more visible in the market. But coming to, if you really want to, yeah, you are in Riyadh, okay. So see, for me, it has helped me. But again, if you really want to look at that, whether your job opportunities will increase or whether your salaries would increase, that would completely depend how you use your degree. If you've got a degree and you're really able or capable to use it well, yes, your options would improve. But in case you just keep it hidden and you do not focus on yourself and you do not, market yourself, then probably not much of advantage.
Yeah. So Lulu, all the Gulf areas, my students in Oman, Qatar, Saudi, and UAE as well. There are certain areas where, of course, the type of depends where are you working, right? So if you're working in type of a clinic where the European influx is more, and those hospitals, they're just trying entertaining in terms of insurance, and also if this really works, then you would see the change. If not, you can always look for opportunities after this, and you get very good opportunities. It adds on to your CVs. I mean, what else is needed after that if you're a member of 3 big colleges? After that, there's nothing left for the obs and gynae. Yes? All right.
Okay, Dr. Sidra,
Yes,
I
yes, my dear.
recently cleared my MRCPI,
Yes, my dear.
and inshallah, I will appear in MRCOG 3 in my 25. So
Inshallah.
in between, can I appear in written APCOG exam in March, I think?
So yes,
Will
March.
helpful in preparation of MRCOG 3, or it's totally different?
So, Musarret, my only question is that for MRCOG3, things are very different because it's like more of an OSCE. So, are you working at the moment?
Yeah, I am working, but I am working for 6 hours. Rest of the time.
Okay, Mridula, you've taken recently the OSCEs, but she is going to appear in MRCOG3 OSCE. Actually, MRCOG3 OSCE is the only OSCE which has got the highest failure in terms of difficulty level out of all the OSCEs. So with that, if you're going to do the theory exam, you'll have to take out 1 month for preparation, or side by side you'll do. Mridula, what would you like to suggest to this student of ours?
Yeah. So if you are going to do your MRCOG 3 OSCE, better to concentrate on that, because that is literally, it is very important that you concentrate on that, because it requires at least 3 to 4 months of very detailed practice. And then in between, if you are stuck with this exam, then it will be difficult for you to prepare for both these exams. But if you are very recent with theory, you can just give up EPCOG theory with MRCOG 3 OSCE. Like, there are gap of 2 months, correct? So you can just give it. If you are very recent with your theory, you don't have to prepare much for EPCOG theory, that's for sure. If you are very recent with theory, you can just do it in 1 month also. You have to keep
I did my
apart 1 month.
MRCOG 2. I did my MRCOG 2 in January 24. Then
January
MRCPI.
24. Then you have done your
Yeah,
MRCPI theory OSCE also, no? So you are very much good with
yeah.
your theory. You are recent with your theory. So yes, you require
You,
only maximum around 20 to 25 days for your theory preparation of EPCOG.
you see, for the I
Question,
am studying
Musarret,
for
on the
last
EMQ
1
books.
year.
Yes, my dear.
I'm studying for last 1 year, whole year I studied.
I
And I
know,
was with
That's
you,
good.
Dr. Sidra, with
I know, my dear.
MRCP Part 3 regular
That's good.
course.
Absolutely. Yes, yes.
That's what we
Unfortunately,
are
I
telling.
didn't get the seat.
Yeah. So
Only it
25
require
days
20
for
to 25
Ebcog,
days.
doing the EMQs, that will be fine. You can manage that, but then how much time do you have? I mean, distributing that. I don't want your MRCG 3 to get suffered because
Yes.
that is a priority. That's out of all the degrees, that is the biggest one, the most difficult one. And if you get that, that definitely has an edge. So see, our aim is that your MRCOG should not suffer because of Ebcog. Do you get what I mean, Musarat? Right?
Yes, doctor.
If you are able to take out extra 4 hours for study of European board, it's okay. But MRCOG is a priority, sweetheart.
Okay, thank you,
Okay,
doctor.
keeping that in mind, that the completion of that degree has no match to the low ones. Do you get it? Right? So if we can do that, and with that an extra hours, that's absolutely okay. So you need around 25, 30 days maximum to refresh your EMQs and again the practice of the time management. Right? Okay, thank you. Deepa is also here. Thank you, Deepa. So with the Gulf, Deepa, here it would really suit you. Deepa, my dear, as Shruti was saying, as you've seen me as well. So here you would be benefited with this as you're taking the DHA exam as well. So side by side, plan this because that would be, again, the theory would get revised. Even for your DHA, you will be helped with this. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much, my dear. How are daughters? How's everything?
Yeah, everything is good. Yeah.
Oh, that's great to know. Great to know, my dear. So, because your aim is to shift in Gulf, so that's going to help you. Okay, right? Sure. Thank you very much, my dear. Thank you. Any other question, please? Anything else? Please do not, the ones who are messaging me on the WhatsApp for the coupon, please use RFAEBCOG for 50% off, right? So that we can just add you for the introduction. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much, Shruti, for a lovely discussion. And Mridula, thank you very much. We as a team of RFA tutors, we would try our best to make it as simple for you guys as MRCOG and MRCPI has been. And then once you clear, we are going to meet up for the OSCE. And these all things, they do matter because it's all about practice, being focused. And at the end of the day, it's about adding on success. I'm sure that you guys would do great. If any questions are there, you've got our numbers. You can drop in a WhatsApp on this number for any query or the website support for the coupon. Please validate, utilize it, and then make sure that you guys are part of the study group. Best of luck from the entire team of RFA tutors. Last set of advice from Mridula and Shruti.
Yes, best of luck, friends. Yeah, and to join, you can easily do it. It's very easily doable exam, actually. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Shruti.
All the best to everyone. And I just want to say one thing: together we will and we can. So,
Thank you.
Yes.
if you decide to join us for Epcog, we will make sure that we have got 100% success rate on this.
Thank you so much. Like a family, as I tell you guys, that it's not about one student, two students, hands in hands. Like a family, you people have to work hard and make it an additional degree with your name and make it a success. With all this smart study and the hard work, let's prove ourselves to be champions once again. Thank you very much. Best of luck from the entire team of RFA tutors. Thank you for joining in. See you guys in the study group. Thank you, Mridula. Thank you, Shruti. Bye-bye,
Thank you, Dr.
all
Sidra.
precious students. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Dr. Mridula. Thank you, Dr.
Bye-bye.
Sidra.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Shruti. Bye. Good
Bye-bye,
day.
everybody. See you guys. Thank you so much. Love you all. Thank you.
Yes.
Take care.
Good day. Bye.